You've all heard about North Korea, a country ruled with an iron fist by the ruthless dictator, Kim Jong-un. A nation so secretive that even the slightest defiance is met with unimaginable consequences. But beyond its nuclear threats and military parades lies an even darker secret. The world knows North Korea for its oppressive regime, but what they don't see are the horrifying realities inside its prison camps. These prisons are not just places of confinement, they are hell on earth. And the ones who suffer the most? Women. Innocent women. Today we will take you inside the secret prisons of North Korea, where female prisoners endure some of the most inhumane treatment ever recorded. What you are about to hear is deeply disturbing, but the world needs to know. Number 1. The nightmare behind prison walls. Imagine being locked away in a cell so small you can't even stretch your legs. The air is damp, the walls are stained with decay, and the stench of death lingers everywhere. This is the reality for thousands of women in North Korea's prison camps. Winters here are brutal. The prisoners are given no blankets, no warm clothing, and no heating. Many don't survive the cold. Those who do, they suffer frostbite, infections, and excruciating pain without any medical help. But that's just the beginning. Number 2. Unimaginable torture. For these women, the suffering never ends. Beatings are a daily routine. Metal rods, electric shocks, forced starvation. These are just some of the torture methods used to break their spirits. The goal? To erase every trace of hope, to turn them into nothing more than lifeless shells. If that wasn't enough, many are forced to watch as their fellow inmates are tortured, sometimes to death. They are made to choose, obey, or suffer the same fate. Number 3. The cruelest punishment. Seawall abuse and forced abortions. One of the most horrific aspects of these prisons is the systematic seawall abuse of female prisoners. Guards, officers, and even higher-ranking officials treat these women as nothing more than objects. Night after night, they are violated, stripped of their dignity, and left to suffer in silence. And when these women become pregnant, the horror doesn't stop there. The North Korean regime follows a strict pure blood policy, meaning any child that doesn't fit their standards is not allowed to be born. These women are forced into brutal abortions. Many are subjected to agonizing medical procedures without anesthesia. Some die from the trauma, others are left permanently scarred. Number 4. The darkest secret. Human experiments.
Something's wrong. You can get it out. You get it out. Let's get it out.
As if this brutality wasn't enough, these women are also used as test subjects for horrifying experiments. The North Korean regime conducts inhumane medical tests, injecting prisoners with dangerous chemicals, exposing them to lethal gases, and forcing them to endure unspeakable suffering. There is no cure, no escape. Those who survive these experiments live in constant agony, their bodies permanently damaged, their minds shattered. Number 5. Escape is not an option. For the few who somehow manage to escape North Korea, the nightmare still isn't over. Many are captured while fleeing, sent back, and punished in the most horrifying ways imaginable. Upon their return, they are labeled as traitors. Their punishments: public humiliation, brutal beatings, or worse, execution. Sometimes in front of their own families to send a message of fear to others. Number 6. The world must know. Friends, this is not just another story. This is reality. A reality that North Korea tries to hide from the world, but we cannot stay silent. These women need help. Their voices must be heard. If this video has opened your eyes to the truth, then do not ignore it. Share this message. Let the world know what is happening behind these walls. Because sometimes, the only weapon against cruelty is awareness. Your one share could bring awareness. Your one voice could make a difference. Stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves.